Sweet. My number 4 is Little Miss Sunshine. Directed by 2 hippies who really only made music videos. Jonathan Dayton and Valerie Ferris. No offense meant. And written by Michael Arndt.
When Matt says hippie, it's a good thing. When I say hippie, it's from, I'd rank it up there with commie. Yeah, just to be clear.
So, this movie came out right when I started my freshman year of college, and Kyle and our friend Sean and I went to it on just kind of like, let's go to a movie, this looks okay.
Yeah, it was a win.
I saw a commercial for it that just kind of made it look goofy and quirky like every indie movie ever, and yeah, I'll satisfy that need. But it ended up being so much better than I expected it to be.
Yeah, it surpassed, I think, all of us. We all walked out of there. I went because Steve Carell was in it.
Yeah. No one in the theater was expecting it to be as good as it was.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, like you said with Kill Bill, for me, I'm interested the moment the movie starts. Mm-hmm. Even before you see anything, like the Devotchka music playing in the beginning somehow is just really, really resonates with me. And just the opening sequence of just kind of panning through each character's lives and just seeing how just everything sucks for them individually.
Yeah.
Just it gets me really interested right away every time I watch it. And what was I going to say?
It's an excellent question.
Oh, I think one of the reasons why I was surprised is because I kind of figured it was going to be like a Coen Brothers movie, where it was going to be dark and be a dark comedy, which it is. I wasn't expecting to be so emotionally invested.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a cynical movie in that I wasn't going to really care about the characters or them as a family. And if they achieve their goals, we just kind of wanted to... I thought it was going to be a movie where we wanted to see them mess up and...
Yeah, where you just wanted things to go wrong for the sake of them going wrong. But towards the end of the movie, when things went wrong, I was angry that something else had gone wrong for these people who have done nothing to deserve this hardship.
Yeah.
It's good.
And, I mean, it's kind of... almost how it happens in real life, like when they're getting pulled over. I mean, okay, this doesn't really happen to everyone in real life. You know, they get pulled over and the dead grandpa's in the back seat. Kind of a darker take on, a different take on like the National Lampoon's Vacation moment.
Yeah.
You know, now that I think about it, that's really exactly the same scene.
Pretty much, yeah. That was a throwback if ever there was one.
The context in the movie is different. Mm-hmm. But when moments like that happen, it's like you're recognizing the comedy and the shock value at the same time.
Yeah.
Like you're really scared for that they're not going to reach their goal, but you're kind of, part of you's laughing hysterically at the same time, mostly out of nervousness.
Yeah. It was good. I've only seen the film once, but my favorite part was every time they had to start their van. Because that's always good. Somehow they
that's on top of everything they have to deal with.
The starter is broken.
Every time they have to...
So they have to push start it.
Yeah.
And
just on top of everything else, they have to do this too.
Yeah.
But it's something that ultimately brings them together.
Yep, there's that. But then it's also they do this 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Where we show a sequence of them starting their van, but it's not the same sequence twice.
Yeah.
They took push starting a van and made it interesting 5 times in a row. Brilliant.
It develops.
Exactly. They get better at it. The first time they do it, that scene takes like 2 minutes, and at the end it's like 30 seconds. They get better as a family unit. They get good at working together. It's really cool to watch that growth.
And this, for me, this was the first time that I've really seen a lot of these actors do their thing, you know?
Yeah.
And they're, like, all these actors are pretty successful now, 5 years later.
Well, and I went to see Steve Carell be goofy like he was in Bruce Almighty. And
or Anchorman.
Exactly, and he had a very serious role, and he did it very well.
But it was still a comedic role.
Yeah, he was still funny. But we were laughing at, not him, not the way he was doing things, it was the way things were being done to him that were funny, which is kind of sad.
But, I mean, this is the first time I saw Abigail Breslin, and it's what hooked me on her performances.
Yeah.
Here on out, I'll watch anything with her in it, man.
She's good.
Dakota Fanning can suck it.
Yeah, Dakota Fanning be damned.
And,
hey, Matt, we need a table with chairs next time.
Duly noted. We're kind of doing this Eastern style right now, kneeling at
It doesn't work.
Kyle's parents' coffee table.
Good.
But yeah, I mean, Greg Kinnear, Toni Collette, Paul Dano, Alan Arkin, they're all just great actors and in great movies, and you should go watch all of them right now. Kyle.
On that note, the third movie in my list is Catch Me If You Can. This is my favorite Steven Spielberg movie. At least I'm pretty sure he didn't direct number 1 or 2. Might have to...
He didn't.
Good, you see? Thank you. I talked to the film student about that. Nah.
Keep going. He didn't.
But it's a fun story for me to hear. And some of the appeal is that it is based on a true story, based on the events in this man's life, is Frank William Abagnale.
But this has to be... I mean, there's so much Spielberg in that movie.
Oh, yeah. It's just good. And it's written well, and DiCaprio is doing very well. You know, he's still young and pretty, which...
But he's kind of on the verge of leaving it.
To me, equated, you're only successful because you're young and pretty. But, you know, now DiCaprio's like, what, 30, 32, 30? He's up there. He's older
At least 25.
He's an ugly 25. If he's 25, that's the nastiest 25-year-old I've ever encountered. Women are beautiful. Anyway, no, DiCaprio's good. I had a hard time acknowledging him as a good actor when he was younger. This is one of his younger films. I mean, he plays a 16 through 19-year-old the whole time, and he pulls. I mean, it's believable that he's that old. Mm-hmm. So I have a hard time acknowledging that he's that good an actor, but he is, and he does this role very well, and it's clever. It's got kind of an Ocean's 11 seat of my pants, but you're not going to know it feel, and I like that. And Tom Hanks is forever going to be good in anything.
You were talking about that earlier, and I thought, yes, but his earlier movies were crap.
Oh, yeah.
For the most part. I mean, they're
Joe
entertaining.
Versus the Volcano wasn't really a help to his career.
Ultimate low point of Tom Hanks. But I mean, like, the goofy stuff he was in, like, before he, like, the 90s and stuff, like Forrest Gump
Man with
made
One
him
Red Shoe.
Really famous. I mean, that stuff's fun, but not his best work.
No, not by any stretch.
But I mean,
it's still good work.
He's really one of those immortal actors anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's recognizable because he's been in so many good films, and he's done a good job in so many films.
He's so damn likable.
There's that too. He's not in Catch Me If You Can. His character goes out of his way to be abrasive to his coworkers and his boss, and I still like him. He's a dick, but he's funny.